Oh, beautiful power women out there on social media. I want to thank you for taking out the time to look at my video, Tea Time with Tammy. This is my third video and I am very excited. Yay! That means consistency, you all. You don't understand. I'll share with you later about the consistency piece. So that means I've been doing this consistently for 3 weeks. I celebrate baby steps. So again, welcome to Tea Time with Tammy. I want to thank everyone for watching my videos. I want to thank everyone for sharing my videos. I am very excited about that. I do not do these videos for the popularity piece. I do them simply because I want to impact women and I want to give you some power shots is what I like to call them. If you think about a shot of whiskey, it's a little bitty glass, but it packs a lot of power. So that's what my videos are pretty much about, power shots, to give you something strong and something that's really going to hit you and cause you to start thinking differently. So with that being said, I just want to thank you and welcome you again to my third segment with Tea Time with Tammy. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy about this. So we have been discussing self-love. And from our two discussions, we've learned some things, some just two basic things. One, in order to start falling in love with self, you have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself as well as others. And then the next point we talked about during the self love segment is speaking words of affirmation to yourself. And this is a everyday, all day, continual basis. So learning to love yourself is work. It's a lot of work, but you're worth it. You're worth the work. So, with that being said, we are going to discuss our subtopic. Our main topic is self love, but the subtopic is the effects of when we don't love ourselves. And I just want to thank God for this particular topic today because He utilized my sister Deshandra to inspire or birth out this particular topic or this particular subtitle or segment. And basically, what he gave me was the effects of self suicide. Now, I want to say that one more time because I want you to really hear the words the effects of self suicide. Let's think about that word suicide. Suicide means pretty much to take yourself out. And I don't know how to be any other way but bold and raw with my candor with you all. Those who have committed suicide, most of them have done it what? Straight bullet to the head. Boom, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Some have taken pills. Some have jumped off bridges. Regardless of the fact, they committed suicide. And the message today is stop committing suicide, self-suicide. You are killing yourself daily when you talk negatively about yourself, when you talk down to yourself, and when you allow others to talk down to you. And then the killing part of it is when we talk down to ourselves and allow others to talk down to us, we begin to believe those things. And then we begin to act like those very things that we down ourselves about. So again, we're going to talk about the effects of self suicide. You're just killing yourself slowly. Because what you're doing is you're feeding your mind negativeness every day. You're feeding your mind negativity every single day. And therefore, your body begins to respond in that negativeness. It begins to break down on you. It begins to make you sick because that's all you're feeding it. You're not feeding your body love. You're not feeding your body gentleness. Your mind, I'm sorry. You're not feeding your mind gentleness. You're not saying anything positive about yourself. So therefore, positiveness and love cannot illuminate from you. The Bible says, whatever a man thinketh, so is he. So if you think you fat, if you think you ugly, if you think you stupid, then you become those very things. And you are committing self-suicide. Now, we are going to look at two topics out of the book that I referenced from last week, You Can Heal Your Life by Miss Louise Hay. I'm going to use her book as a reference point to the my amateur analysis of things and just from my experience. She backs up the things that I say about loving yourself and how we can combat those things. So the first topics that I pulled out of her book, we're all dealing with it on some way, shape, or form. And the first one I want to talk about is called the first effect of our committing self-suicide is addictions. And let's look at what Miss Louise Hay has to say about addictions. Now, the way she labels it in the book, she labels it in 3 different categories. The problem, which is the addictions, the probable cause of the addiction, and the new thought pattern. This is that word, the words of affirmation. And I pray that you play the videos back again so that you can use these words of affirmation in your everyday life. So we know addictions is the problem. And she said this could be the cause of the addiction. Running from the self, fear, not knowing how to love self. I'm going to say that again. Running from the self, fear, and not knowing how to love self. Again, the first step in loving yourself is to forgive yourself. That would be my amateur remedy for that, because that's what I had to go through and it worked for me. Have I arrived? Absolutely not. I'm still working on things, but I am not in that dark place that I was before years ago. And so the new thought pattern, she says, that will combat the way the problem is basically this. I now discover how wonderful I am. I choose to love and enjoy myself. I'm going to say that again. I now discover how wonderful I am. I choose. You have a choice, baby. You have a choice to love yourself. I choose to love myself and enjoy myself. I'm going to keep saying this over and over again. You are in relationship with yourself. You cannot be in a relationship with anyone else until you master being in a relationship with yourself. Period. Point blank. So, that's what she believes starts addictions. And addictions don't necessarily have to be drugs. It could be sex. It could be overeating. It could be, you can be addicted to anything. You could be addicted to coffee. You can be addicted to anything. But her point is, she believes that the problem of addiction comes from us running from us. How you gonna run from you and you live with you every day? I'm just saying. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next topic, or the next effect of committing self-suicide, and that is anxiety. We all experience anxiety on some level, either on the way up here level, medium, or even small. But let's look at what Miss Louise Hay says about addiction. About anxieties. And I just love this book. Y'all can find this book on Amazon.com. I found it at the thrift store. I am an avid thrift store shopper. I just don't believe in paying a whole lot of money for clothes. I'd rather take that money and do something different with it. But anyway, I just read like the first paragraph and I just glanced through the back and I fell in love and I was like, okay, I need this book because I'm about self-help and self-love. So the next problem that we all deal with is anxiety. And Miss Louise Hay, and I'm going to use her book as a reference, she says the probable cause of anxiety could be thus: not trusting the flow and the process of life. You always in an uproar. You always thinking. You always going. You always. That's because you're not trusting the process of life. You always worrying about something you have no control over. And so to combat that problem, Miss Louise gave us a new thought pattern by saying, I love and approve of myself, and I trust the process, I trust the process of life. I am safe. I'm going to say it again. I love and approve of myself, and I trust the process of life. I am safe. Ladies, loving yourself can be so beneficial. When you begin to love yourself, you begin to attract different things. And to back up what I just said, I'm going to read another excerpt out of the book, You Can Heal Your Life by Miss Louise Hay. And she basically tells us all the wonderful things that can happen to us when we start loving ourselves. And it reads as thus: loving and approving of yourself, creating a space of safety, trusting, and deserving and accepting will create organization in your mind. That's that peace of mind I was talking about in my first two videos. Creating more loving relationships in your life. It will attract a new job and a new and better place to live. When we are in love with ourselves, it would enable our body weight to normalize. People who love themselves and their bodies neither abuse themselves or others. And that is so true. Joyce Meyer said it. Hurting people hurt people. And that's the truth, because I was a hurt person. And as a hurt person, I hurt a lot of people. Because I was sick in my mind and didn't know it. And I didn't love Tammy enough. I was mad at myself for not loving myself enough to get out of certain situations. So that's why I say to truly fall in love with yourself, it starts with forgiveness of yourself. And so to move on, she also says, self-approval and self-acceptance in the now are the main keys to positive change in every area of your life. I want to read that one more time. Self-approval and self-acceptance in the now are the main keys to positive change in every area of your lives. Lady, I implore you to stop committing self-suicide. You are committing a crime against yourself when you sit up there and talk about yourself, belittle yourself, and tell yourself what you can't do, what you're not good enough to do, or you too dark skinned, you too light. What the? Who can't? Stop that foolishness, okay? Stop it. Because again, that is another lie straight from the pits of hell. And so, ladies, with that, I want to leave you with some Just some tips on how you can, how you can continue to love yourself. I want you to go to the dollar store. I want you to buy you some dollar mirrors, one for your bedside on your nightstand. If you don't have a nightstand and all you got is a bed on the floor, put it on by the side of your bed. Get you one for your purse or your back pocket, whatever. Get you some mirrors. And what I want you to do every day when you wake up, first I want you to thank God for waking you up. Then I want you to pick up that mirror and I want you to do this here. Good morning, Tammy. How are you today? Girl, you are so beautiful. Do you know I love you? I love you so much. You are so beautiful. You're so smart. You're elegant. You're wise. That's what I want you to do every day. Every single day. And not just in the morning. Whenever you start those feelings of negative start rising up in your head, I want you to pull out that mirror. I am not fat. I am beautiful. I am not stupid. I am smart. Whatever negative thoughts come to your head, I want you to say the opposite. Because when you begin to speak positive things to your life, you become those things. I pray this video helped you all today. I pray that you have a wonderful and blessed day. And again, thank you for stopping by and listening to Tea Time with Tammy. God bless you, and I love you. Bye-bye.